Sa may mga karelasyon, lalo na sa mga senior, uya ang programang Guys at 60. Inian pampaugma sa mga nagmumundong pamilya o minsan sa mga nalilingawan na o excited na po kamo, mga istoryang katatawanan, balitaktakan sa mga istoryang binabalik-balikan. Guys at 60. Pupukawan ang mga pusong nalilingaw kan mga musikang nagpapakilig, kilolo at lola at kimisis. Tara na, makisawsaw. Guys at 60. Kaiba si Chinsi an sa indong kakulitan, ang wowo ng bayan. Guys at 60. Always ready.
Oras natin ngayon, 1:35. Diyos marhay na hapon, mauran na hapon, digdi sa Ring Kunada. Nabwa, iriga, hanggang dapit siguro sa buong banwa ang kadi Ring Kunada. Muling nagbabalik po ang kaisa-isang owo ng bayan, si Shengshi, dito lang sa nag-iisa Radyo Ronda, RPN DCKI. Kabanan ko sa lado technical, mayong iba, Mr. Charles Binaobra. Diyos marhay na hapon, maayong hapon sa Bisaya, magandang hapon sa Tagalogan, at sa lahat na nakikinig sa Himpapawid man o sa ere. Ako po muling nagbabalik dito lang sa nag-iisang Radyo Ronda ng Ring Kunada, RPN DCKI, the only radio network here in Bicolandia with 5 media portal: YouTube, Twitter, TV, radio, and Facebook. Saan pa kayo? Gusto ko nga palang batiin mga nag-betting makaklasiko. Walang iba kundi ang magayon, beautiful, Miss, Belen Algamusa. Where are you now, Miss Belen? Inuulat na ka di mga kabatsmate tasadi. And of course, di ko makalimutan, so naging sponsor ko, si Miss Belet, who had her birthday last December. At di ko rin pwedeng kalingawan, siyempre. So mga kaklasmate na mong nagbakasyon nguwan. Wow, nasadi nguwan, si Susan G. Wow. What I mean kung agko Gyonggi, agko man kami Susan G. No other than Miss Susan Gonzales. Welcome back. Siyempre, sad pang classmate na mo nag-abot from UK, no other than Jake Bungkaya. I was wondering why. Napunta lang sa London si Jake. Abay, dati ang ngaran niya Johannes Monte. So, I don't know how it happened. Siguro dahil siya na wag nga nasa rugong British. Anyway, gusto ko pong una pasalamatan di nasa likod ka di management ka di PNDCKI, no less than Miss Kyla Ligacion, a beautiful, charming, gorgeous OIC, station manager. Tapos sa lado technical, siyempre gwapitong arog ko, si Chief Engineer Lendon Turalio. And of course, no other than, sabi ko nga kaninyo ngamin, naging kaibanan ko di sa likod, tabi ng aking bots, siyempre, no other than dependable, mabait, at matulungin na Shelby na obra. Tomorrow, he will have also his own radio program, Baili na, Bicolandia. So, I hope all of you will share, makikinig din, manunod sa kanyang programa, for all of you, para maging masaya ngamin. And, of course, di ko makalimutan yung mga taong who gave me the all-out support sa mga previous sponsor ko of last year, 2023. Di ko man po kamo ma-mention sa sobrang kadakol ninyo. My heart goes out with you. Pasasalamat, heartfelt na gratitude sa kaninyong suporta. Because kung buko kaninyo, I wouldn't be here. Si Oo ng Bayan, si Singchi will not be here in radio. Kamu po sa motivasyon ko, inspirasyon ko. And of course, I will not forget my mommy. Wow! Iya, nagtato ka di brand ko. Imagine, kinakailangan agkoko sa diring brand name. Brand image, kumbaga. You see, kung ana legendary radio personality, agko kanya-kanyang brand for the people to recognize them well. Maybe the way they clothes, the way they wear, as well as the way they spoke and talk and on the air, off and on the air. So, amo po yan. Nandyan na po si ano ba yan, kaibigan? Kuya Cesar, of course. The knowledge power. Diyan. Si Baldagol, Ben David. These are people na until now remain to be the iconic radio commentator. Of course, ako pa kita sadi, legendary man, si Manolo Pabis. Perhaps the oldest radio personality that still at his, well, hindi na prime age si. Nasa edad na where she should be retiring, but she desire na maging part pamananggad ka kanya mga dear listener and viewer. Of course, si Kabayan. Well, ano ba treatment ni Kabayan? Ball cup niya. Oh, I follow the program, sabihin pag ako hadto Manila. And also Ted Pylon, my goodness. Yan. Yung t-shirt, yan, mga din yan, the way they wear their clothes, ma-recognize mo na. Diba? Si Bentol po ng Bitag, well, may kanya-kanya silang sabintang personalidad. Si Ben, laging naka-sunglass. So, ma-recognize nyo agad yan. Ako, well, pwede na agad di atay ko di. Naka-golf cut. Naka-golf cut. Kasi I wanted also my dear listener and viewer na ma-remember nyo rin ako. Long before I was still here on earth. So siguro, this is part of my desire. This is part of my aspiration as a devoted senior citizen of the Republic of the Philippines. Ganon din po kamo. My dearest senior, you should not be ashamed. You should not be, don't let yourself stagnant kung saari po kamo presenting kamutangan. Remember, age is just a number. Kaya agko po kamo aspiration, agko pa kamo ambition, sige lang. Don't forget, remember, may mga taong, well, na senior na, until now, they spend most of their time tirelessly developing new skill, searching for new talent among themselves. Di na pa ako magpakayo-kayukan. Una, si Sai, ama senior citizen, yung si Colonel Sam ng KFC. So, siya pa ma-inspiration natin. Si Sai pa, si Einstein, despite of his failure sa kanyang pag-imbento 1,000 times, hindi yan na-discourage. In fact, pinasalamatan pa niya sa mga kritiko. So, mga kritiko da in one way or another, tama na siguro yung magpa-discourage sa kanya para itigil na yung kanyang pag-imbento. And yet, he did not stop there. And recently, sa mga katulad ng mga senior who were still living sa nguwan na panahon, sino? Si Bill Gates. Wow. Bill Gates. Si Oprah. These are senior citizen of the world. Nasabi kong the world because they are from outside the Philippines. Sa di ka na itong banwaan, si Saipa whom I consider na dapat tang ma-emulate as a senior. Mostly these are mga business tycoon. Henry C., I don't know if still living. But isa yan sa mga business tycoon tangunan that we Filipinos should be proud of. Taag ko mga taong, well, nagsumikap na matawan ang Pilipinas sa magayon na ekonomiya. Remember, partnership between the government and the private sector is a must. Hindi po yan sole responsibility of the government. Again, well, sa mga viewers ko from Luzon, Visayas, in Mindanao, I can remember a few names of them. Si Ninang Taba, I don't know kung si Ninang Taba is listening with me, siguro sobrang pagod. Si Merlin Cantos, he is now in Canada, no? Sila Gonzales, Toribio from, well, Novaliches. Well, I wish I greet you all a Happy New Year. How did you spend your New Year's? Perhaps majority of us spend the New Year with a loved one. Di po ba? That should be the way we should spend memorable event, Christmas and New Year with a loved one. Ako, I spend my New Year with my with my mommy. Well, I enjoy it most. Thank you, mommy. So, kitang mga Pilipino, talagang tradisyon na mag-celebrate ng Christmas sa kanatong pamilya. Sa pagsabat, sa pagsalubong, sa kakasilang ng ating Panginoong Jesucristo. And more so, kitang mga Pilipino naging traditional na mag-celebrate ng New Year's Eve together with our family. Maski gatikot sa nahanda, di dakol, basta magkakasama lang tayo, masaya na kita. Masaya na kita. But sadly, dakol pa man ng God na mga Pilipino matitigas ang ulo. Why did I say this? Una, according sa datos kana PNP as well as DOH, agko 557 firework-related incident nitong nakalipas na taon, 23, pagsalubong ng Pasko at pagsalubong ng bagong taon. Nakakamundong isipon, but that the reality. Minsan, those victims siguro, kahapon, buo pa ang kanilang, sabi natin, kamay. Paggisong nila nung New Year o nung Pasko, wala na, putol na yung isang kamay. Tayo kasi mga Pilipino, ang titigas ng ulo, I don't know, oh my God, kung ano ang nakukuha ninyo pagpapaputok they were victim also of stray bullet. Kakalungkot because despite the PNP regulation na di pagsarahan na nozzle kana kandang mga baril ng kapulisan, agkupaman ng God indiscriminately firing the firearm pag-celebrate ng bagong taon. So, pinaka-latest, pinaka-hoben, the youngest victim of firework-related incident was 11-month-old. Imagine, uda ka muwang-muwang yung bata na biktima because responsible neighborhood let a firework quitis at tinamaan yung bata. And the oldest one, correct me if I'm wrong, 75 years old from Ilocos region. Ang nagsindi hindi po si Lolo, kundi ang kapitbahay. Kapitbahay niya nagsindi ng quitis. So, while it may be legal, pero still it's harmful. Sakit pa rin and sometimes cause of neighborhood problem dahil pag may nabiktima, siyempre, magreklamo yung pamilya ng nabiktima. Hihingi ng damage, ng danyos, and ang resulta, imbes na magsalo sa pag-celebrate ng bagong taon, magsaya, wala na po ang kanilang kasayahan because it was replaced with domestic problem. Kakaproblema na kanilang pamilya. Hello there, Mr. Kim Locahonyo. How are you? You see, agko ko nakasakay kanina, iniisip ko kung si Kim yun eh. Kasi I think Kim is a master of disguise. Yeah, really. Di ko alam kung si Kim yun. Pero sabi ko baka sabay kaming bababa doon sa may Gaisa. Hindi po bumabasa doon sa may simbahan. So sabi, ay hindi yun si Kim. So, Kim, Happy New Year. So, I wish you all the best of 2024, your family. So again, ano po yung out of 7 out of 10 victim of firework-related incident caused by quitis, losses, piccolo, 5-star, buga, plapla. I can help comparing Luzon sa Davao. Why did I say so? Simply because sa Davao, they celebrate their Christmas and New Year nang walang paputok. Well, I was not in favor of totally eradicating the firework industry of the Philippines. Pero sana, instead of nakakasakit, makapag-imbento sila ng kind of firework na yung puputok pero tumatawa. Ang kukayakan, yung pumuputok pero imbis na pulbura, balon ang lumalabas. Well, I leave it to you, beloved scientists, Filipino scientists, to develop that kind of formulation para maiwasan ang mga insidente. So, now, dito sa Rinconada, kung agko po ka mo balak i-launch na produkto, agko sa the institution that will help you develop the product, that will help you formulate the formula that you wanted to make your product lifespan tumagal. In packaging and marketing, tapos yung formulation. And no less than the CSPC Center for Innovation and Research. Well, gusto kong shout out si Ma'am Rosalie. Ma'am, thank you so much. Pag-entertain mo ka na ko, na tibaad ang produkto kong bibingka, puto bongbong, lumawig buhay. Amo po ang pinagkakaabalahan ko. Simple food stuff that help me maski papano, agko na paglilibangan. So again, that will become inspiration sa mga senior ko na kung udamang kamo ginigibos itong kanyang kabaluyan sa mga oras na di, mag-iwag-iwag po kamo. Magtagagisik-gisik po kamo. Otherwise, maapektuhan po ana uno, physical health ninyo. Ikarwa, mental health ninyo. Siyempre, pag diri po kamo nag-iiwag, kadakol-dakol na iniisip ninyo. Remember, maski ka nagtutong ka niyo, antok na kayo. Diri po kayo na pagkakatulog because so much thinking, na-overthink po kamo, which is not good for your health. And not so good sa mental health ninyo. So, my advice is, kung agkuman po kamo gustong gibuon, gibuon nyo na. As I said a while ago, that age is just a number. Number lang po yan. Pero hindi po yan dapat maging dahilan para kamo, kita mga senior, ay di magtaga gisik. Magtaga iwag. So, I wanted you all. Di ko man po sinasabi kaninyo na gayahin nyo ko. But for several months that I have been in radio, maski pa paano I have related to you, ma-experience ko kung paano ko malampasan mga pagsusubok naging hamon sa buhay ko. That in one way or another, hindi po yung pagbabrag on my own, but to help you senior people realize na agko pa man kita pag-asa as a senior to help you move on and develop your personality. Agko pa ako nabasa, well, yung tinatawag nilang na even the wealthiest people on earth is practicing this, yung 5 rules. Ano po yan? Ito ay ginagamit nila Bill Gates, nila Warren Buffett, nila Oprah, nila Michael Zuckerberg, tama ba ako nun? Elon Musk. Ano po na everyday for 5 days, devote 1 hour learning a new skill, learning a new talent, developing a new skill, and developing a new talent. Dapat po, kay puwantayan, na ana ka na tong isipan, mental faculty, it's sort of working out para tuloy ang grinding. Hindi ka ma-stagnant. So that precisely, gusto kong i-share kaninyo, ano mga practice nila, 5 rules. Ibig sabihin, 5 aldo, sad na oras, nagdidibot ading mga tawodi to discover new talent, to learn new skill, as presto. It will help you grow your personality. Ganun po yun. And that's what I am doing also. Dahil ako po, sa uban ko nang nasa radyo, na sinasabi ko sa inyo, of course, in due respect sa mga kilalang tao. As I said, I always said that I have no meant to copyright infringement. I give due credit where credit is due. That is why I mention name of people kung sabi ko po natutunan. Kung sabi ko po nakukuko, tapos isineshare ko sa inyo. Well, by the way, gusto ko nga palang ipaabot kaninyo na yung Kabalikat Civicom KBR 5 Nabuas chapter will have this afternoon binabawi na get-together party. This is a delayed Christmas party na gigibuon sa Tandaay open covered court kadto eskwelahan ka Barangay Tandaay, Nabwa, Camarines Sur. Congratulations bro, pasensya na ka mo, Ken. I cannot help you pag-abot sa preparasyon ka na itong binyo because ako sadi na ako. And as I said to you last night during our net call, ibubudkat ko po ade. I will correct my mistake of saying nabanggit ko kaya sa old binyo ta. And today is already final and get together party ka KBR 5 Nabuas chapter will be held in Barangay Tandaay, Covered Court. Congratulations sa inyo, Sir Wilhelm Gonzales. Nabayad ko sa mga post ninyo. KBR 530624, KBR 5306, NA 02 and 03. Well, congratulations. See you soon this afternoon. So, I believe that a Filipino, resilient, we are like a Taiwan. We are like not Taiwan. We are like a bamboo tree. Na anuman pagsubok dumarating sa buhay natin, like a bamboo tree, gaano man kalakas ang bagyo, gumigiwang-giwang lang tayo. Sumasakay-sakay tayo sa hangin, sa agos ng hangin. Ganyan po katatag ang mga Pilipino. That is why we were known to be the people on earth with the beautiful smile. Because even when we are sad, ang kita problema, we can still afford to give smile to everyone. I have also, I'm not perfect guy, you know. I was radyo ka perfect guy at 60, but I'm not precisely perfect man. Man ako shortfall, shortcoming. Pero pag abot sa programa ko, uda ako iniisip, magbigay ng kasiyahan sa aking giliw na tagapakinig, giliw na nanonood sa akin sa Facebook, YouTube at Twitter. So again, let me go back sa gusto kong mangyari. That kung mapapansin niyo po, a couple of weeks ago, I discussed about yung pambubuli. The adult bullying. Tapos, I discussed also yung tungkol sa, tinatawag natin na good and bad personality within us. Na minsan, amo yan naging dahilan kung bakit, why did our life won't move on the way we wanted it to be. Amo po siguro yan nakakasagabal ka na to kung sari kita di mag-move on. Amo po yan, yung parang tanikala o sinasabi ng kadina na gusto tang gibon pero di ta magibo kasi agko nagpupugol ka kanatong sa dire. Now, ang oras ngayon, wow, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Kung agkuman po kamo gustong ipaabot sa di radyo, as I always said, bibigyan ko po kamo ng pagkakataon na ma-air sa ere akan ninyong concern provided that constructive man criticism. Kung ano para sabi yung kani, this program guy at 60 was conceptualized to give infotainment. Di pa din na conceptualize to give myself satisfaction. Di pa din na conceptualize para magkagkoko ng some sort of libangan. But prime vision ko makatabang sa mga katulad kong senior na sa panahon natin ay nananatili na lang sa bahay na walang ginagawa. I wanted you to be inspired. I wanted you to move forward kung ano man po kanyang pinagdadaanan. Iwatak nyo na yan sa 2023. 2024 na po kitang one. Dakulong pag-asa tinao ka na to ka na mahal na Diyos because until now kita po buhay pa. So, ko gustong ikwento, i-share sa inyo about the parable. This is not a Bible-oriented parable like the prodigal son. This is not about the parable of seed. Kung sari iwinatak na mahal na Diyos, ang mabutil, yet not most of them grows up. The parable that I wanted to share with you, my dear friend, listener, viewer here sa programa Guy at 60 is an old Indian Cherokee parable. This I wanted to share with you dahil adinabasa ko man sa to link in post ni Jane Michael Wu. Wow! Miss Ma'am Jane Michael Wu, I was not guilty of plagiarism because I give due credit to you. Dahil ito kanimo. This is your, parable. So, ganito po yun, no? According to sa parable ng Old Indian Cherokee, siguro yung Cherokee sa atin, sa tribo, elderly, chieftain sa barangay. Pero, pabati po, wow, kay Miss Merlin Cantos from Vancouver, Canada. Wow, Ma'am Merlin. Namimiss ka na ni Mami. Sabi na daw yung pamasko mo bagong taon na wala pa. Thank you so much for watching us dito sa RPNDC kay Ma'am Merlin. Namimiss ka namin, Impoy. But hopefully, baka, maybe in a nearest time, makapauli ka, makapagbakasyon ka sa atin. So again, as I recall, so, Old Indian Cherokee, kausap niya yung kanyang apo, no? Yung kanyang apo, kabisaran niya, kausap niya. Ang sabi niya, my grandson, there is a battle within me, within myself. Imagine. So, siyempre, yung grandson, being a grandson, medyo wala pang kamuwang-muwang, was asking the Cherokee, ano po yun? What was disturbing you? Sabi niya, naglalaban sa aking loob yung dark wolf and light wolf. And sa madaling salita, dalawang personalidad na naglalaban sa kanya who wanted to take control of his life. Of course, yung dark wolf, ito na yung character o attitude ng resentment, inferiority, superiority, you see, sana siya greed, pity, self-pity na binabaol, di ba? Ito na yung typical na hindi ka nais-nais na pag-uugali ng isang tao. And of course, the light wolf, siyempre, ito na yung represent yung peace, represent serenity, humility, you see, represent all positive quality of a person that most people, perhaps women, were looking after for. So, can you get me? Nakukuha nyo po yun. Try to think it over yourself and isipin nyo, ano kaya pinagsasabi itong kumag na to? No. If you ponder it will, nagtanong yung grandson sa kanyang lolo, who will win? Sino sa dalawang personalidad na yan, sino sa dark wolf and light wolf ang mananalo? Of course, sasabihin ninyo, siyempre, yung positive side, di ba? Sasabihin ninyo, siyempre, angat yung si light wolf. Yun ang madaling makapunta sa langit kasi mabait eh. And siyempre, walang magugusto kay Dark Wolf. Salbahe yan eh. Salbahe yung galing yan. Pangit. Ayoko niyan. Pero you will wonder why ang sagot ng Chief Cherokees is kung sino ang bubusugin nyo. Ang tanong ng grandson, who will win? Of course, the one that you feed. Kung sino ang pakakainin nyo. But, hindi lang nagtatapos doon. Hindi lang po yan nagtapos to. Kundi, wow, si Prissy is watching. This is from Sukat, Muntinlupa. Nag-greet si Merlin Cantos from Canada. Siguro, anong oras na kaya doon? Ewan ko, basta dito, alas 2:10 na ng hapon po. So, again, let me elaborate yung parable ng sheep. Siyempre, kung sino ang bubusugin mo, tama nga naman. Para yung aso ko Singgo. Singgo, hindi ko naman aso, tumira sa bahay, palibasa binubusog ko, yun, tumataba kaysa sa akin. So, ayan, leave it aside, to be serious. Ang sabi ng Chief Cherokee, dapat pareho mo silang busugin. Isip-isip, magtataka kayo, how? Bakit kinakailangan pareho mong ano mo yung dalawang trait, dalawang personalidad, yung good and bad? Bakit kinakailangan pareho mo yun? Dahil ang sabi ng Cherokee, yung dark wolf represent what? Tenacity, strong-willed, strategic thinking, planning, and strong-willed. Whereas, yung light wolf represent, well, kabaitan, represent humility, represent what? Kindness. See? Empathy. That if you will allow this in yourself, ma-develop, and you forgot to develop your dark wolf in your life, chances are, hindi mo mapupuntahan ang gusto mong puntahan. Do you remember? Do you get me? Do you follow me exactly what I'm trying to say? Pag sobrang kabaitan po ang tao ay inaabuso. They think that you are weak. Some people will tell you, ay, mahina yan, kukya-kuya ko yan. But if you develop also yung dark side of your personality, matututo ka pong lumaban, manindugan kung what is right for you. And according to Cherokee, 15, pag pareho mong inalagaan yon, there is no battle within you. You will achieve whatever your life is. Kung ano man ang gusto mong mangyari sa buhay mo, makukuha mo. Kung baka pag wala kang battle within yourself, magkakadevelop ka ng calmness, peaceful. You see? Matatahimik buhay mo kasi kukyak-kuyakoy ka na lang. Wala kang problema isipin. But it doesn't mean that you should stop. You should stop developing your skill. Siyempre, di mo man dapat abusuhin sa diwen because kung ikaw ay matapang, minsan, sobrang katapangan mo, delikado. Dahil pag ikaw naman sobrang mabait, inaabuso kabaitan mo. Pero sabi ni Cherokee, kinakaipuan, kailangan mong develop pareho. Because otherwise, if you only feed the good wolf, chances are, at the dark moment of your life, nandyan si dark wolf, tatalon, and will appear to control yourself. She will seek the attention that she was craving for. Nandun na siguro yung magkukumentado ka na, nandun na siguro yung may kunting ano lang, magagalit ka na, ganyan. So, we should be careful of doing so. Kasi these are the reason why bakit ko na-share yan sa inyo. Maganda po yung, well, di ba, mayroong several instances akong nasabi sa inyo na huwag kayong gagawa ng desisyon na galit kayo. Huwag. Because it will turn out na hindi mabuti ang inyong desisyon. Especially if it's about relationship, love, relationship. Hindi lang sa love, but even sa family mo. Huwag na huwag kayong gagawa ng desisyon na kayo ay galit. Kasi kaya nga mayroon tayong kasabihan na makulog, masakit ang salita. Kumbaga ang tagal mawala sa dibdib natin ang sakit ng pananalita. Maski sabi mo pa, the other party have apologized kanimo. Pag ang salaming nabasag na, kahit yan po ay pagdikitin mo pa, nandyan na po ang lamat. Ang lamat, yung mistrust, nandyan na po. So, we should not make a decision kung sari kita ay galit, kung saan tayo ay galit na galit. Dahil hindi po tayo makakapag-desisyon ng mabuti. So, that part of parable ni Jean Michael Wu, dinagdagan ko na lang. So, yun po ang gusto kong i-share kaninyo ngamin siton. Kung sari man ka mo, wherever you are, try to ponder upon yourself what I'm trying to impart with you. Because it's not only ako, well, I may not be materially abundant, but I live well. Nagdadasal ako almost daily, morning and after, pagkakagising, pasasalamat because God gave me another day. Well, belated happy birthday to Father Dan Aguilar, sir. Father, sinsya na po ikaw, di ako nakaiyanta. I was still in Manila. So, good afternoon, Father Dan Aguilar. Of course, batiin ko man so, kanakong mga apo, sito si Pukot. Happy New Year, Adio. Wow. Atasya, Shashing. Huwag mo nga awayon si ate mo, Atasya, ha? And of course, yung apo ko sa state, si Iris and sa Gaben. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. This is your Owo, ang gwapong Owo ng bayan. The time now is 2:16 in the afternoon. Commercial break po muna kita.
This time check is brought to you by Olympio C. Nivalio Custom Brokerage OPC Unit 206-C Regina Building 410 Escolta, Manila. Service offered: customs brokerage, tariff consultancy, tracking, domestic and international freight forwarder, non-vessel operating common carrier. Ang programang ito ay hatid sa inyo ng ACS Manufacturing Corporation.
For everything that's true, choose what's true to you. Dahil ito ang GSM Blue. Choose what's true to you. Kasama ang GSM Blue.
Try the true flavors of Mojito, Margarita, Gin Pomelo, and Light Gin. Drink responsibly.
Ito ay radio ad tungkol sa radio ads. Kung binentahan kayo ng sabong pampaputi, pati budhi mo puputi, pabubudol ba kayo? May Ad Standards Council Code na dapat sundin ng lahat ng advertisers. Bawal ang ganitong exaggerated claims. Dahil ang deserve ng consumers yung totoo, hindi panloloko. Kung may proof na ang sabon mo nakapuputi ng budhi, go! Idaan sa Ad Standards Council. Learn more at asc.com.ph.
Charm Fab Gold, bangkit, makapun sa tiyan. Walang amoy kulong, kahit sampay sa loob.
Charm Fabric Conditioner with Bloom Fresh Technology. May antibacterial na at ka-bloom sa bango ang damit.
Charm Fab Gold, bangkit, makapun sa tiyan. Walang amoy kulong, kahit sampay sa loob. Makapun sa tiyan.
Charm Fabric Conditioner, manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified, world-class quality.
ACS, goodbye to me, Masya. Hello, bright bar blue. Isang labanan yan. Bright bar blue.
Pride Bar Blue with powerful stain-away enzymes. Malupit magtanggal ng dumit mancha pero di masakit sa kamay.
Goodbye to me, Masya. Hello, bright bar blue. Isang labanan yan.
Mas tested ang cotton and polycotton. Sa mancha, malupit. Sa kamay mo, mabait. Pride Bar Blue, manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified, world-class quality.
ACS.
Si Mommy at si Washing Machine believe sa Pride Washing Machine Detergent.
Hello, Washi!
Hello, Mommy!
Laundry day na naman! Ready ka na sa mancha, chocolate, putik, libag?
Kaya yan ng Pride Washing Machine Detergent. May triple stain-away formula. Tanggal ang makapit, malikit, at malupit na dumit mancha. Easy ang labada.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon!
All you need is pride. All you need is pride.
Pride Detergent, manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified, world-class quality.
ACS.
Sa panahon ngayon, kau ba'y sigurado? Kau ba'y protektado? Ang pamilya ay i-shield mo.
Laban sa bakterya!
I-shield mo.
Laban ng pati virus!
I-shield mo.
Shield That Soap. Patay ang 99.9% of bacteria and virus tested. Bilib ang mga eksperto sa Philippine Nurses Association.
Sa sakit protektado!
I-shield mo.
Pamilya protektado!
I-shield mo.
Shield That Soap. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
Hali sa #1 Smart Dishwashing Paste.
Tanggaling-galing mo! Smart dishwashing paste ko! Pritong ulam na masebo, plato o kaldero. Tanggaling for everyday.
Araw kayan, pag Smart ang Dishwashing Paste, may double tanggaling formula. Tanggal kaling ng sebo, asin bakterya.
Bahid para walang bahid. Linis fantastic sa metal at plastic. #1 ko to.
Tanggaling-galing mo!
Smart dishwashing paste.
Heavy duty linig, kada pahid.
Smart Dishwashing Paste. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
Para di madaling masira ang ngipin ng pamilya, ngayon pa lang,
Unique toothpaste for brushing every after kumain.
dahil ang unique toothpaste, may Max Protect formula.
Ngipin ay Max Alaga. Max protektado pa.
Helps stop cavities even before they start, while keeping breath fresh with regular use.
Unique toothpaste for brushing. Para siguraduhin ngipin ay Max Alaga. Max protektado pa. Unique.
Max Alaga, Max Protectado with unique toothpaste maximum fluoride protection. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing. ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS. Boom, papaya, white rose papaya, yeah, yeah, yeah. Boom, puti ka in 7 days, oh yeah, 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 yeah. White rose papaya.
New White Rose Papaya. Iguaning double whitening and papaya extract as in vitamin B3. Clinically proven man magpaputi in as early as 7 days with regular use.
Puti ka, white rose papaya, yeah, 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 yeah.
Papaya puti, papaya fast. White Rose Papaya with vitamin B3. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
Upang ang mga kabataan ay mas maging malakas at malusog, bumalik sa kalikasan, dagdagan ang sustansya sa katawan. Ionic Concentrated Mineral Drops. Tubig at mga mineral, susi sa malusog na kabataan. Nais mo bang manumbalik ang iyong kalusugan? Bumalik sa kalikasan, dagdagan ang sustansya sa katawan. Ionic Concentrated Mineral Drops. Tubig at mga mineral, sagot sa kalusugan.
muli po akong nagbabalik. Si Shinchi, Uunang Bayan. Ang oras na ngayon ay alas 2:24 ng hapon. Gusto ko po palang irugang na usad sa may sponsor ko si Jenilyn Sarimo, owner ng GM Store and Firework Display. Nagigibo man sila sa Globo. Ma'am, what Jenilyn, I share with you now mga iba-ibang programa kadi RPN kung sari po ang store signage nyo naka-display. Imagine na feature pa po sa to programa ni Pia Contiveros. Wow! Globally na, madam. Ana produkto mo baka bukusan na sa di nabwa o ringkunada to mag-order ka mo, but even outside of ringkunada. So thank you for your support as my sponsor. Dawang klase po sponsor sa to Christmas sponsor, the same time bana ad sponsor ko. So thank you so much, GM Store and Firework Makers, located at Sitio Binuan, Barangay Santo Domingo, Nabwa, Camarines Sur. So again, those who were watching with me, good afternoon. Ay, dumating na si Ma'am Sally, no? Happy New Year, Madam Sally. Yun da? Hindi ko nalimutan ko ang apelyido. At any rate, on my way from my place, going to work, nalabusan ko Santo Domingo, Santa Cruz, San Antonio Ugbon, at San Roque Poblacion. I was thinking why, bakit adi ngamin ng mga barangay na iyanan ko ay mga naglilimpia sa surrounding. Kadto nababad ko lang yung San Roque Poblacion na naglilimpia along the highway. So naisip ko probably agko domino effect. So ginibo ko taga San Roque Poblacion, Nabwa, Camarines Sur. Little did I know that just now i-amplify ko sinabi ni so radio host ko buhay sa barangay si Jonathan Oliva. Just now there was a memorandum coming from the DILG kung ano kinakailangan ay ang lahat ng barangay to all barangay, provincial, municipality should engage in tinatawag natin na kalinisan as a bagong image kadi bagong Pilipinas. I remember then, before I was also campaigning as Barangay Kagawad. Ito naman tayo. Gagal naman ito sa akin si Mami. Hindi ako makamove on daw. Well, frankly, honest, to be honest, isa sa gigibong ko kakong resolusyon, buhayin ang namamatay-matay ng rabos system, bayanihan system. Na dapat, Quintana, most of the barangay official elected today, agko na more than 1 month nakaula sa kanilang pwesto. Yet, it took the DILG of Secretary Benhor Abalos magkagko idea kadi na kalinisan sa barangay bilang image ka na bagong Pilipinas. That should be dapat kamuna elected na initiate ka di programang di. Hindi yung nangyayari parang naging dole out na kita. Nabubuhay na di Pilipinas sa dole out system. Without dole out, those government official will not work well. Well, abo ko na pong palawigin na di. Dahil I'm sure maraming tatamaan, abo na ka ni Mami. Yung sabi ko, bato-bato sa langit. Ang taman, huwag magagalit. Wow! May nag-miss call sa akin. Who are you? Anyway, thank you. Dapat, inano mo yung miss call para na katawan ka sa oportunidad na mairi ang concern mo regarding sa subject matter we are discussing today. So, basawon ko po, no, for the sake of information, kung ano po adi. Kalinisan sa Bagong Pilipinas, Barangay. Oh, I don't want to mention this, pero nag-share ka si Kim Calvin o Barangay Kabanbanan. So, ano po adi memorandum coming from the DILG. All provincial governors, city, municipal, mayor, punong barangay, sangguniang barangay member, sangguniang kabataan, iskin other iski, regional, provincial, and city director, field officer, and other concerned. Ang subject is kalinisan sa Bagong Pilipinas program. Well, ito na. Di ko na basawon ngamin, no? Number 1, to raise awareness, encourage participation among the Filipino citizens, environmental responsibility to proper solid waste management. If I remember it right then, agko programa sa gobyerno ta na magbutang na munisipalidad na mga barangay level sa binabaw na MRF. Ano po tong MRF? Kung nakakalimutan ninyo, ito po yung Material Recovery Facility. Sad to say, dakula kung nababayad na lalabusan na, MRF na udana kamutangan. Napapabayaan na sad to sa mga bote, mga basura sad to, hindi na hinahakot. Sino dapat maghakot niyan? Well, I think usada din sa mga programa na dapat implementar barangay level wise. Kung paano ma-dispose, maipadagos, ipagpatuloy ang programa ng MRF. Dahil maganda yan po problema kaya kapolitika ta dito sa Pilipinas. Kung ang administrasyon mo magandang ginagawa at ako napalitan ng hindi ko kalyado, chances are your project, my project, will not be allowed. Hindi na pagpapatuloy. Wow, this is what politics is all about. Maybe hindi lang sa atin nangyayari yan, kundi sa ibang bansa din. So, ito na, sabihin ko, number 2, to encourage local government unit to invest in program, projects, activity on solid waste management and ecological services. Agko ko nababayad na magayon na programa na yung water, yung bomba. Di bomba na ang ganungan. Inda, napababayaan na. Magayon sa programa ni, Mayor Fer Simbolan na mabutangan sa water facility na mapagkuanan ang lambang barangay without source of potable water. But I don't know why kadakon na mga awugkan na napapabayaan na diri na nagagamit. Host responsibilities di. Pag yan po, binutang na ka munisipalidad, LGUs, ito kaninyong barangay, kamo na po ang agko sole responsibility kan. Get me? And thirdly, amo na po ade, to set up a recognition system for the cleanest local government unit. Sos mia perdon. Ang ibig pong sabihan kayan, hi, ma'am, dumating na si, saan pa namong Uncle Lady. Buot pong sabihin kan, the LG will set up recognition involving siguro, agko naman na di monetary involved. Why should it be na ang responsibilidad-an kana mga barangay official elected? Hindi na kinakailangan kayo paluin sa puwet ninyo para kamo ay gumawa ng magandang proyekto. My goodness. So, in relation with that, kung some of you, or if not most of you, know what is LG mean. Inisip po ninyo yan? Well, authority from the DILG can come up. You can call me on 0981-674-2530. Sa personal number ko na 0946-7678-203. You are free to discuss on air kung ano po ang SGLG because you are more attuned sa programa nga than myself. I'm just trying to amplify ana SGLG. Bot pong sabiyon kan seal of good local governance. Na kung totosin po basta kamo elected officer ng LG Barangay official, hindi na po kamo tawan ng recognition ng award. It was your job. My goodness. Oh my God! It was your job to serve your constituent na mapaayos ang kanilang environment, ang kanilang kabuhayan without being pampered with so much dole-out emulation coming from the national government. Anyway, sabi na po the reason why I wanted to amplify this because last December 15, yung ating local government, not the DILG, awarded to some 493 local government unit, awarded the seal of good local governance or SGLG. Dakol po ang nangyari, 28 provinces, 64 cities, and 401 municipalities received the seal of good local governance in an awarding ceremony on December 14, 2023. This means 34% of 82 provinces, 43% of 147 cities, and 27% of 1,486 municipalities considered to be among the best in local governance in the country. Each local government awardee will receive SGLG certificate. Maybe pwede na po yan. Well, actually, this will be part of campaign ng mga upcoming politician who will buying po another position the upcoming 2025 election, no? Ako, mayor ako, I'm awarding. So, ako, barangay captain, I'm awarding. I'm provincial government, I'm awarding. You see? This will boost their candidacy. Pero, wala naman po marotkan. Wala po marotkan. Wala pong masama dyan. Of course, ako nga, there is another cup in my feeder. Pero sabi ni Mami, wag ko nang banggitin. Hirap. Kung wala si Mami, baka blablabla pang mangyayari sa akin. Anyway, ito na. Each local government will receive SGLG marker an incentive fund of 4 million sa provincial. Whoever the province get this SGLG certificate will be awarded 4 million as an incentive support sa kanilang magandang pamamalakad sa kanilang constituency. 2.3 million for the cities who will receive the SGLG and 1.8 million sa mga munisipalidad. Of course, buko po ding madali. This is not like a spoon feeding na kinsisay gusto kong tawan, kung sino gusto kong bigyan, ibibigay ko yung award na to. Hindi po. Because the SGLG was enacted through Republic Act 11292 in September 2019. It is an institutionalized award, incentive, honor, and recognition-based program that encourage the commitment of the LGU to continuously progress and improve their performance in various area of governance. Sabi ko nga ni, being elected, dapat hindi na kamo umasa sa dole-out na pwedeng ibigay ng gobyerno dahil kayo ay magaling na manager, dahil kayo ay magaling na mayor o provincial governor. Because yan po ang dahilan bakit po kayo naupo dyan. Because the people, your constituent, believe you can lead them to prosperity and development sa kanilang banwaan. Di ba? Ako, I expect my mayor to do the best. I expect my governor to do the best. So, dapat wala na tong dulato. But anyway, who am I to question the authority? This is already a law. Republic Act 11292 enacted in 2019 during the time of, well, Digong. Mayor, good afternoon po. Pero you have to pass 10 criteria para kamo po ma-eligible. And of course, ako po adi binubuo din ng committee kung sari po sila will evaluate your performance. Ano po adi mga criteria di. So, Mayor, Governor, if you are listening with me now, please take note of this. Financial administration and sustainability. Number 1 criteria. Number 2, disaster preparedness. If you recall, sometime before, well, actually, November, I discussed that the Philippines isa sa mga signatory sa 144 nation who actually ako apply an Shenzhen framework as part of the preparedness pag-abot sa disaster and risk management sa di kanatong banwaan sa di Pilipinas. So this is part of also na dapat lang naman talaga na disaster before pag-agko kita disaster, the Philippines was struck with so much typhoon, earthquake, nag-iiwag national government. One din na po, nangyayari dito, parang binabato na yung responsibilidad sa local government. Tama po yan. Di rin kita mag-asa because sometimes yung ayuda from the national government ay na-delayed. Sometimes yung mga rescuer from the national government sa layo ng layo ng Manila papuntang Bicol, aabutin ng isang araw, wala ka na. Aanhin pang damo kung patay ng kabayo. Okay, number 3. Criteria to become awardee of seal of good local governance, social protection, and sensitivity. Siguro, kabinasado so, peace in order, security ng banwaan, ng probinsya, barangay. Number 4, health compliance is responsiveness. Kung paano po kanatong MDRRMO kabilis umasikaso, umayuda sa mga nangangailangan. Number 5, sustainable education. Well, by and by, I will discuss to you nakakamundong balita regarding education. Number 6, business friendliness. Of course, kinakailangan sa banwaan, magkagpo-programa to invite more investor sa kanilang lugar. Taning, well, kandang constituency, magkumambasang employment opportunity. Nababay talasadi kanatong komunidad, dakol ng mga businesses, big businesses from Manila who invested here. Taning ka na itong mga kababayan, matawan ng employment opportunity na diri na kay puwan pumunta pa ng Maynila. Number 9. Tato na. 7. Preparedness and competitiveness. Well, of course, kung ako ang mayor, siyempre isipin ko how I will set up my LGU unit dahil maging prepared sila. I will invest more, siyempre. sa, well, sa MRF facility, sa mga equipment na kaipuan sa pagvisyo ng tao. And of course, I will create siguro, business committee that will invite more business to come into my, kasi it doesn't mean, you treat your town as your business. Na pwedeng imbis na ang ibang negosyante magpunta sa Iriga, magpunta sa Baaw, you should offer more magayon na programa to lure the investor to your town. Amupuan ka na ko. Number 9, environmental management. Of course, si isa na investor will come to your town kin mabayad sa unang paghilong pa sana maati kanimong lugar. Di ba? Fresh graduate, when you are looking for a job, your prospective employer will look at how you present yourself sa kanya. In other words, ang mo din nasabing first impression matter. Awag mang kanggad sa mga investor. First impression matter most. Pag mabayad nila ang, ang mga constituente ni Mio, masaya, masisipag, malinis ang kapaligiran, of course, yung mga investor will be gladly to set up the business in your locality. And number 10, tourism heritage development, culture and art, and youth development. Medyo sa kanamong banwaan, medyo masakit gada Really. Wala mang kaming may pagmamalaking habyuntang tourist spot destination. Pero, agko na sa lugar, I don't know kung na-overlook sa nadikadi mga opisyal. Agko sa to binwitan, sadi. Sito Santo Domingo, agko sa to programa, Angler Club, na every year, annual, every year nagkakagusiran ng competition sa paghuli ng tilapia. So, dapat i-encourage siya i-develop pa Pag abot sa heritage, I may gladly give unsolicited advice. Kadakol po sitong lugar ta, mga heritage houses, magurang ng kabaluyan that we can be proud of, the showcase. Kung sari, during the time na ako igin pa, nung ako'y bata pa, makikita mga bahay na yan, nagtatayugang bahay ng mga Kastila, ng mga matatandang na Buenos, pero until now ay buhay na buhay pa. This is part of heritage tourism. So, magayon siguro yan, gumawa ng presentation brochure. So, you can present it part of your program to lure the investor. So, amo po yan, mga iba-ibang programa na kinakaroon to pass na kaning ana usad na banwaan, ana usad na probinsya, maging party makaresibi sa SGLG. Ang oras ta ngayon, alas 2:46. Wow! Ang bilis ng oras, parang kabayo. So, another. Central Luzon top the number of awardees. 84 LGU received the SGLG. Second topmost, Ilocos region with 70 awardees. And third, Cagayan Valley. And of course, Metro Manila, 11 city received the SGLG award. Saan na po sunabuta? Caloocan, San Juan, Pasig, Pasay, Malabon, Valenzuela, etc., etc. Abo ko na pong magsalita at baka mamaya mamali pa ako ng pagsasabi ako'y masita ng DILG. Anyway, sa din na kita, local, Bicol region. Last December 28, so regional director ka na DILG, Attorney Arnaldo Escobar, presented the much-awaited distribution ng fund and certificate of SGLC sa 17 LGU awardee of 2023. Well, anyway, kung di ko mabanggit na banwaan ninyo, you are free to call me up for correction. I am free for correction, tabi. So, ano pwede? Mabanwa na din mga probinsya. Ang nakakuha ng provincial award sa the Bicol region, Camarines Norte. Camarines Norte, wow! Got the provincial award for good share of good local governance. Nagkagkuya 4 million. And the city, of course, City na Ligao, Legazpi, Masbate, Sorsogon, and of course, our very own city. Wow! Iriga City. Actually, si Mayor Rex Oliva, padiyong ko yan. Kaya lang, hindi niya ako kilala. Yes. Mayor, if you're listening, write me. Congratulations for receiving the SGLG Award 2023. One, they received, your municipality received 2.3 million. Keep it up, Mayor. And awarded to the following municipality 1.8 million. 11 municipality poan sa di buong Kabikulan. Ano poan? Pulangi from Albay, Paracali, Basod, from Camarines Norte, Magaraw from Camarines Sur, Baras, Catanduanes, Barcelona, Bulusan, Castilla, Huban, Irosin, Pilar, both from Sorsogon Province. So magkayong po din programa di ka na SGLG, maybe most of you Filipino di na din na isiyan na agko programa National Government SGLG. This is actually brainchild amo din nagsalida pumalit doon sa tinatawag natin na performance challenge fund. And any amount will be taken from the annual government appropriation fund. So, well, as I said, usad sa nakakalungkot na balita sa mga magulang na nagpapaaral ng mga anak sa senior high school, because as early last year, before the opening of the school year 2023-2024, the SHED already instructed the state university and college to stop granting financial support sa mga senior high school student voucher. Nakakamundong isipon, but it's the reality. Kung natatandaan po niyo, I discussed this sometime last November about dun sa pagpuna ni Finance Secretary Jokno na yung pagbibigay ng libreng edukasyon ay wag naman yung parang isinusubo na lang sa bibig. You know why? Kasi dakol man siya din mga estudyante. Well, I don't want to offend your student. Pero in reality, the truth is, some of you din naman nagtatapos. In other words, despite the government assurance that you will have a free education, binabaliwala nyo po ito. Pag nakukuna sintabo, natanggap ng pera, sabay drop out. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So, kaya ito na po. Ano na yan eh? Beginning school year 2023-2024, under Department Order 2023-020, issued last June 26, a month before the beginning of school year 2023-2024, there will be no more financial assistance to the senior high school voucher among local state, university, and colleges except for grade 12. in that school year. According to DepEd Undersecretary Michael Pua, the DepEd already stopped providing financial assistance to incoming grade 11. Yan po ang malungkot na aginaldo sa ating mga magulang. Pero actually, this is not aginaldo na. Kasi way back 2023, middle part of 2023, it was announced already. So, sadly, this according to the DepEd to prevent na yung mga senior high school ma-displace. Pero, as per report na nabasa ko ngayon, 17,000 senior high school will be displaced of. In other words, they will become burden on the part of the parent because pre-education relieve the parent of financial burden pagpatuloy, pagpapaaral sa kanilang anak. And chances are, darating po ang panahon na yan, hindi lang sa state, university, colleges, baka po pati mga pribadong eskwelahan, universidad, the Commission on Higher Education will come forward to instruct this institution that no longer giving financial assistance sa grade 12. So again, wow, another listener watching us is Lani Serrano. Nanay, how are you? Manay, kumusta na? Ano ta happening ngayon? Thank you for watching my program. Please update us na lang kung kuno kuno kita ni Susan G. Hope Susan will be able to spend here New Year with us. I think hindi ako nakamali, January 21. Maganda man. So again, gusto kong pasalamatan. So those who were watching with me right now, Merlin Cantos, hi po, pakibati po, Merlin Cantos from Vancouver, Canada. Ako si Prissy, watching from Muntinlupa. Lani Serrano Baisa, watching live. And also, my contemporary ko ba si Kim? I think I was his grandfather na. Kim Calvin. Thank you for watching. Time now is 5 minutes before 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So muli, ako nagpapasalamat ang nag-iisang kaisa-isang uwo ng bayan, si Singsi, maligayang bagong taon sa inyong lahat. Good afternoon, my dear friends. See you next Saturday.